It's about how we spend our money, not how we save our money. Because it's the spending that really counts. Because I'm going to guarantee you one thing. No matter how much the district works to get back where they have a fund surplus, fund balance is positive, not a single one of those dollars will make any kid in West Bloomfield smarter, better, or brighter. Warren Buffett said it far better than I can. And what Warren Buffett said is every tax dollar committed to education is a drain on the economy unless it's spent. And that's what we know. It's about the money we spend that gets the educational results, not the money we save. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of talk about the fact that this past year the district ended up in deficit. Probably you've heard that. Has anybody heard that? The Governmental Accounting Standards Board, the folks that write the rules for how you report about money in school districts, has said, a surplus is not inherently good, nor is a deficit inherently bad. The question is, how did you get there? So part of what we're going to talk about today is how did they get there? Because that's really the issue as we move forward. Now, what I'm going to talk about, everything I'm going to talk about today, comes from the district, either through their audits or through the information provided through the State of Michigan's Financial Information Database. You probably can't read it up here, but down the very bottom is the website. If you want to go pull the same information I do, you're welcome to do that and say, oh yeah, he is right, that's what the revenues were. But anyway, the point is, the information I'm going to talk about is not Arch Lewis's information. It's not MEA's information. It's the school district's information. And we need to remember that. I'm only the messenger. I'm not, I didn't make up the numbers. The numbers are the facts. As John Adams says, facts are stubborn things, and whatever may be our wishes or our passions, what we have to remember is that we cannot alter the facts and the evidence. For this school district, what they need to remember about the facts are, as Senator Moynihan said, Pat Moynihan said one time, you can have your own opinions, you don't get to have your own facts. And that's what we need to remember as we look at the facts, the numbers as the district reported. So let's take a look at past performance. Everybody wants to take a look at that. So I took a look at the last 6 years, from 2005 through the end of the last school year, 2010. The blue bars are revenues. The gold bars are expenditures out of the general fund. As you can see, in every year, except last year, the district had what? A surplus. Last year, they didn't. They managed to go from a surplus of $2.7 million to a deficit of about $1.1 million. That's a fact. What we need to take a look at is, of course, how did they get there? Because that number is not nearly as important as this determination. Of the revenues the district had, are they focusing those revenues on what? Student learning. Because that's the purpose of a school district. We are not a department store. We're not, we don't have 17 different branches that have different purposes. We only have one purpose. And that's to turn out a competitive kid out of this school system when they graduate. So that's the reason that needs to be the focus of the dollars. So the first place I wanted to start was just the single largest expenditure that the district makes. The single largest investment that they make is in their teachers, which is, you would expect that because you can't do a lot of teaching if there's not a teacher in front of the classroom. So I took a look at salaries over the last 6 years, teacher salaries, and I have to say, in fact, they have increased. As a percent of expenditures, which you can't see up on the top, as a percent of expenditures, they have increased 33/100% a year over the last 6 years. So you know that's 33 cents for every $100 that they spend on salaries. Bottom line is, the graph is pretty much says it all, which is what? Teachers' salaries over the last 6 years have been what? Flat. Just flat. Now, what's the point? The point is, if the district is experiencing financial difficulties, it's not because teacher salaries are taking an ever greater portion of the district's resources. In fact, they're taking what? It's about the same as they always have. So it's got to be something else. So somebody should be thinking out here, well, wait a minute, Arch. Let's talk about the elephant in the living room. Which is what? That's all fine for salaries, but how about this health insurance thing? Because we've heard about this health insurance thing. So maybe the salaries are flat, but is health insurance just out of control? Is that the problem? So I decided I had to look at health insurance. And so, well, actually health insurance, you guys, has been up and down at about 8.5% to 9% of the district's expenditures over the last 6 years has been devoted to health insurance for teachers. And in fact, it's actually increased an average of 21/100ths% a year. 21 cents for every $100 that the district spends on health insurance. What's the point? The point is, again, this is just about as flat as you can get. So if the district is experiencing financial difficulties, it's not because health insurance is driving the train. There has to be some other reason. And as a matter of fact, in terms of revenues, the district commits about 9.4 cents of every dollar that they have in available revenue to your insurance. Even though their revenues have been going down, and what? Insurance costs have been going up. Point again is, if they're experiencing financial difficulties, it's not because insurance is driving the train. It's got to be something else. Incidentally, I want to put this in perspective for you, because I talk about 9.4 cents of every dollar in revenue, and you saw all those dollars up there for revenues. So let me put this in perspective about insurance costs. If I were going to ask the average family in Michigan, and unfortunately the average family income in Michigan is $50,000 a year. So if I were going to ask the average family in Michigan to make the same effort to provide insurance for their family as a school district is making to provide insurance for all of you, here's what I would ask them to do. I would ask them to contribute to that, or to pay for that insurance, health, dental, vision, the whole 9 yards, about $380 a month to buy that package. Now, that's what I ask them to pay to make the same effort as the school district is making to pay for all of your insurance on their income. If their insurance went up 10% next year, $38, about $418, do you think they cancel the policy? No. That's the effort the district is making to provide you with your insurance. It's not driving the train. Well, how about the other problem that we always hear about? Retirement. So I took a look at retirement. Again, I guess just by coincidence, retirement has gone up exactly the same, at the same rate as health insurance as a percent of the district's expenditures. 21/100ths of 1% a year. 21 cents for every $100 they spend on retirement. That's been the annual increase in retirement. As you can see, it goes up and down a little bit, but it's pretty much flat over the period. Again, what's the point? If the district is experiencing financial difficulties, it is not because retirement costs are driving the train. They are not taking an ever greater portion of the district's resources, just about flat. In fact, about 6 cents of every dollar in available revenue goes to retirement. I wanted to put it in perspective, so I just took everything together. The blue bars are salary, the red is insurance, the gold is retirement. The green bars I haven't talked about, that's Social Security and Medicare. So that's a total compensation package for teachers in West Bloomfield.